All right, we're on.
Take a deep breath after that one, Paul.
That's a weird.
Yeah,
this world is changing too fast. But that's why we have this show to keep you up to date on it. All right, we're moving on. Next segment, Ultrabooks. There's a lot of Ultrabooks out there. We're going to review another one with All Things D's Lauren Goode. Lauren Goode, I never see you anymore.
I never see you. We used to
we're both on the 5th floor too, right?
We're both on the 5th floor.
We're both on the 5th floor. I never see you
anymore. We just
anymore.
work so hard.
You're an Ultra Gadget
busy
reviewer.
Right. I don't know about that, but I have an Ultrabook with me.
All right, let's talk about the latest stuff. This is an HP Ultrabook.
This is an HP
that you
Ultrabook.
Reviewed.
It's called the HP Envy Spectre 14.
How thin is it?
It's not as thin as some other Ultrabooks. So, yep, exactly. If you look at something like the MacBook Air, if you look at something like the Dell XPS 13, which Walt Mossberg reviewed last month or a couple months ago. I'm not sure exactly when that was, but you can find it at allthingsd.com. It's not as thin as some other Ultrabooks. It's also heavier. Here, I'll pass it along to you so you can feel that. It's just under 4 pounds, and some other Ultrabooks weigh just shy of 3 pounds, so a little bit heavy for an Ultrabook. But HP says, you know what, they say this is a premium Ultrabook. This is something they were working on before this whole idea of Ultrabook came to life, which is a type of laptop determined by Intel technical specifications. So they say, well, we were working on this before, and so that's why it's like, you do a very good job with that.
Take this out of my hand.
If this whole journalism thing doesn't work out, you could be a ham model.
There you go.
You're excellent.
There you go.
But you probably noticed that it's really shiny, and you can see a reflection in it in case you wanted to get into modeling. And that's because this is Corning Gorilla Glass, which we know from being in the displays of our tablets and smartphones.
How much? How much does it cost?
Well,
$1,400 at
So I should have made you guess.
I would have guessed. I would have guessed a little bit less than that.
Well,
I would have guessed $1,200, $1,250.
Because other Ultrabooks are less, right? So you know, you're looking at now this new category of laptops that are ultra thin, ultra light, and in some cases less expensive than this. And 1400 is actually the base model. That's with a Core i5 Intel processor. That's with 128 gigabyte solid state drive as opposed to 256. So once you start adding more things to it, it's going to get more expensive than that too. So it's a pretty pricey laptop.
So what is really ultra about it beyond the price? I mean, what makes it worth that kind of money?
It is still more like, for example, I carry around a MacBook Pro a lot. It is still more lightweight than that. It's running Windows 7. I'm sure it will be upgradable to Windows 8 once that's available. It is pretty fast. I wrote in my review it's kind of zippy, which I think is true.
You wrote your review on it.
Booted up pretty quickly. You know, I think it's got so this is actually one of my gripes about it, is that it's a little bit difficult to open, but got a nice feel to the keys. The Corning Gorilla Glass is here too. This is an etched trackpad, so it's got a little bit more traction.
Can I ask you a quick question? Because I talked to people about this choice.
A lot, I'll tell you that.
They don't want to buy a MacBook Air because it doesn't have enough RAM. That's what I've heard a lot from the power users. But the PowerBooks have more RAM. So is this actually more competitive with the PowerBook?
That's a really good question. This comes with 4 gigabytes of memory, and I'm not quite sure whether or not someone who's really considering a PowerBook would want to look at this. That's an excellent question. I mean, the way I looked at this was, if you're looking for a super lightweight Ultrabook, like you want it to be really thin and tapered, you want it to feel like it's just a few pounds or less in your bag, you're looking for something that's in the $1,000 price range, this might not be for you. But if you're looking for something that feels a little bit more premium, and maybe you're looking for a PowerBook or maybe you're not, I mean, this is just definitely more of a premium laptop product, you know?
All right, Lauren, good. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, guys.